Good morning. It is 9:12 a.m. on Saturday, January 16th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis. I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It's a very stormy day outside. It's very windy and rainy today. You can hear the rain through the window. And I turned on lights for the video here, but otherwise I had kind of had the light level in my apartment sort of dim and letting it be rainy and a little sleepy and listening to some soft kind of soothing music this morning. It's been actually pretty nice and cozy. I've been sort of awake for a little while, but just feeling like, you know what? Not in a hurry to do anything today. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Rocket is has enjoyed the cozy time. He definitely seemed like he was you know on board for that whole plan. We did go outside already a couple hours ago, and then that was so early that I went back to bed, and then it's just kind of like lounging around. It's pretty good sometimes. So yeah, as of yesterday, we finished my sort of like my busy day of testing things at work. Wasn't I guess the yesterday wasn't supposed so much a busy day as much as finished the busy week, and that went okay. It was like looking back at the week. Things didn't go as well as we might have hoped, but better than the last time. We're making progress, which is good. Yeah. And so, also yesterday, I watched the two new episodes of WandaVision, which is the new Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show with the Scarlet Witch and Vision. And if you are not already familiar, the basic premise there is that it seems as though like it's a show where it's sort of masquerading as an old like classic sitcom, like black and white sitcom, only the characters are Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, and Vision from the MCU, where the show is very much leaning into like the show knows and we know watching the show something's up, right? Like it's not just a classic sitcom show, except in a lot of ways it kind of is, which is interesting. I wonder how long, like the two episodes that are up so far, each have their own moments where things stop being quite the silly laugh track classic sitcom. Oh, you got me sort of jokes, and and reveal that there's something unsettling happening underneath all of this. And I'm not an expert on the comic storylines, but uh, there have been major story events in the past where the Scarlet Witch's powers are can be incredibly powerful, and that she reshapes reality just by wanting it with powerful enough feeling. And if we recall in the MCU, where we kind of left off with her is that, Vision was dead, killed by Thanos. And, Wanda got to beat the crap out of Thanos a bit in the end of Endgame after all the snapped people came back. But I mean, she's presumably still missing Vision because he wasn't, he was killed. He wasn't snapped away. So, um, he was still gone. So the fact that he's here with no explanation does suggest that part of what's happening here is that Wanda is attempting to escape her scary, unpleasant reality by hiding in what seems like it should be a soothing, comforting alternate reality based on old TV shows, which seems to be what's happening. Um, Knowing what else. See, the odd feeling I had watching those shows, which I liked it fine. And I'm going to certainly keep watching. But what's a little bit weird about it is it's already obviously a very high concept show, right? Knowing who these characters are in that other context and then finding them in old classic sitcom tropes where uh, where it's very much and very successfully replicating the look and feel and of all of those old sitcoms, but having this slight undercurrent of tension of knowing that somehow something's actually very wrong. And like, so that's a very high concept show, but weirdly, part of what I felt watching the first two episodes is, given such a weird premise, the show so far actually feels very safe. Um, like they're not, like they've already made the decision to make this weird show, and that's kind of enough, so they're not really taking any other risks with it so far. And that's kind of how I felt about it. I mean, I like it, but I want to see it get even weirder than it has so far. All right, I think I'll leave it there. I was also going to talk about Secret of Kells, which I watched last night, which is a gorgeous animated movie from almost 10 years, more than 10 years ago now, I think, that I hadn't actually made a point of seeing before last night, and I did see it, and it's great, but I'll leave it there. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.